Okay, this is part 2 of cleaning out your sewing machine. Cleaning it. So I've taken the plate off, and as I was saying before, do not mess around with the screws or anything inside of the machine, because it can set off and make your machine not work properly. We are just doing a basic regular maintenance that you should do when it comes to cleaning your machine. So what you need to do is start getting into, oh, this has got a lot of dirt actually. You can see that. Well, I got that out of the feeder dogs, which are right here. These little bumps that move the material along. Actually, I have a lot of stuff built up in there, which I haven't clearly cleaned out very often. So there you go. Look at that. So that certainly needed it. So we are just going to continue. Now, some machines you can remove, like mine. You can remove the part that holds the spool. The spool, no, it's not called a. So, bobbin, thank you. I had to think there. Thank you, Sean. Bobbin. And you can remove them. Not all of them you can just simply move out. I would not unscrew anything to remove them, because again, it can set the tuning off, and then you'd have to bring your machine into a place that will tune it for you. So if yours comes out like mine does easily, take it out, clean up. Like I said, I've cleaned this before, so it's not too dirty inside here. You need to get around the big circular bobbin thing. Get right in there. Make sure you don't drop your thing in. And the other thing that's really important, which I haven't done here and I should have mentioned it before, is turn your sewing machine off so you don't accidentally hit the foot and make it run while you're cleaning, because it could cause damage to your machine. So, I think I've seen some dirt here that I missed. Look at that, there's some dirt right there. I hope you can see that. Cleaned it out recently and haven't used it since then very much. A little bit, but not a lot. Anyway, so you just get in there with the brush, or like I mentioned earlier, the vacuum cleaner attachments, the mini ones, and get in there and try to get as much as you can out with the brush or the vacuum cleaner. And now it's simply reversing the matter by putting everything back exactly the way it was found. And you drop the metal plate in. I usually start doing it with my fingers. That's a good point. So Sean was saying that sometimes there are thumb screws. That's good to know, because there's so many different machines out there and I don't know all of them. I'm just kind of and what he says, sorry, thumb screws, quote unquote thumb screws holding the bobbin cartridge in, those can be swiveled, get them out, the bobbin piece that I was showing you. So they are safe to swivel the bobbin cartridge, but I wouldn't be unscrewing anything in case yours isn't removable. So I've tightened the screw. I don't tighten it very tight. It doesn't. You want it tight enough, snug in there, but you don't want it to be tight. And then you're ready to go. So put the piece back in, line up your needle, screw it whatever way your needle fits in there, and put your foot back on. And now you're ready to thread it and continue on with little to no problems at all around sewing, hopefully, unless you need something to change. Are there any questions about cleaning? Like I said, we didn't talk about oiling a machine. Some people do. I don't always recommend it because it can get very messy if you put too. It's crazy. I leave it to the X machines on a daily basis. I know how much oil, and they are at making sure that that's stuck the worst. Right. So Sean was saying with his machine that he usually he sends it out to have it oiled and timed every year or so. It's just another word.